Hey, Scorpio, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your 2024 yearly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Scorpio, look at that. January, you are starting off with Heart's Desire. So I certainly sense that going into 2024, you're wanting to open your heart chakra to more passion, right? More desire, more lust for life, because I feel a lot of you've just been going through the motions or going through the routines. You've been living day by day, and it feels like there's been a little bit of a missing factor or a missing piece. And I feel like this is the year that you spice things up a little bit, whatever that may look like for you, maybe in your career, maybe in your relationships, maybe within your health. And I feel like you're shaking up the routine here. Now we are doing a monthly forecast, month by month for 2024. We're just getting all the cards out here before we dive in. But I do see here, 2024, there is some stop and goes, which we'll talk about here. It looks like there's going to be some stop, there's going to be some go. I also sense on a collective global level, there will be a lot of, and there's your stop and go with the Temperance, but Temperance is actually quite a beautiful energy, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But I feel 2024, you're going to be jumping timelines. We all are. It's going to be a very fast-paced year. It's going to be a year where we really get things done, but I also see here that you're integrating everything that you've learned in the 7-year, 2023, and you're pushing it forward in the 8-year. So 8 is all about authority, strength, control, power, and speeding things up a little bit. And in the 7-year, it was about inner wisdom, spirituality, intuitive insight. It was all about going within so we can take action externally. And that's what I see happening in 2024. We also have a lot of big global movements happening around the globe, around the world. And there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, Scorpio, but I feel like you'll be able to navigate just fine because you have been planning, you've been healing, you've been implementing, and I feel like there's nothing that you can't get through this year. So starting off with January, you have Heart's Desire followed by Temperance here. And when the Temperance angel shows up, she's all about patience, right? But she's about blending as well. And I feel for some of you, when you break down the 1 and the 4 on the Temperance, it equals 5. You've gone through a lot of change, a lot of transformation. And I also see that you're rebuilding a sense of structure for yourself, and that may have a lot to do with opening up your heart chakra, okay? Because some of you, through that change, through some uncertainty, some conflict, maybe even some obstacles that you've gone through, maybe you set your heart's desires on the back burner. Now, January is a month that is a blueprint for the rest of 2024. So I love that you have Heart's Desire here because it's a love for what you do. It's a love for yourself. It's a love for the connections that you attract and the people that you surround yourself with. It is about getting in the energy of flow, of love, happiness, abundance versus maybe anxieties, stresses, depression, and just lower vibrational energy or frequencies, which you could have been a part of in the past. Not saying that those aren't going to creep up every now and then, but your main focus this year is to live and lead with the heart, with your passions. You may be taking close attention or paying close attention to heart health as well. Now, if some of you have undergone anything within the heart, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whether it is working through forgiveness, working through heartbreak, it could be depression, anxiety, it could have been breast cancer, lung issues, pneumonia, COVID, anything that can stir up emotionally, physically, again, mentally, spiritually, anything in that heart chakra, I feel like there is a deep recovery here and a deep letting go is what I see because you've been working on this for quite some time. Now, the Temperance can be a soulmate energy as well. A lot of people are not aware of that, but it is one of the cards in tarot that is a deep, deep soulmate connection. And with it partnered with the heart's desire, that may be something that could be of focus for you in 2024 if you are single. So I feel like patience is paying off this year. And with the Temperance, this is about self-control. It's about moderation as well. So if it comes to health, you may be taking a look at what you need to disengage from, or what you need to maybe moderate a little bit more on as well. Perhaps you enjoy eating specific comfort foods, but not going to the extreme. You may be cutting out certain foods. You may be taking a look at drinking more water or walking more, because you want to stay healthy. And I'm getting a big emphasis here on heart health as well. So it looks good for January for you. Some of you, I just heard cholesterol. I heard diabetes. Okay, of course, please seek medical professional guidance if need be, but I do see here that the heart chakra is a major focus for you. Now, moving into February, you have some clarity on a new beginning, and this is very interesting as well, because even though we have January 1st is, New Year's Day, we also have the Chinese New Year, and we have the start of the zodiac here in March. And I feel like you are definitely really hitting the ground running in March here. Okay, so it may feel like January is a little bit slower externally, but it's not internally. There's actually a lot going on, because the Temperance can be internal as well. It can be deep spiritual union. It can be spiritual connection with yourself, your higher self, your guides, twin flame, soulmate energy as well. But I do get in February, you are inspired. You have the Ace of Wands. So there could be a new relationship, a new beginning, new love, new passion. It's what you're setting the groundwork for here in January is coming to fruition in February. So it's happening quite quickly for you. You're getting clear on something. It's coming to light here. Some of you could even be studying something that you're quite passionate about, and there's a lot of clarity, aha moments. I mean, this is bursts of energy. It's creativity. It's setting goals and feeling inspired to achieve those goals. It's chasing your dreams. And I feel like you have the clarity, the direction, the clear path on how to bring those dreams to fruition. You're not giving up here. So even though maybe you've set some New Year's intentions in the past or New Year's resolutions, I feel like the way you're going about it this year is a little bit different. And it's like you've created the intention, or you've created a vision board, and you are focusing on things that truly matter to you. Even though you may have, finances in one of the corners of your vision board, I feel like this has to do with deeper, more beyond the surface. And I've been saying that in a lot of the readings, because I think 2024 is going to be about taking it beyond. So if we have relationships that are superficial, or maybe just the hello and goodbye, I feel like we're breaking through that barrier, whether it is a relationship that we have with a spouse, with a significant other. I don't feel like it's going to work this year. So if you've just been a roommate for the last 5 years, 2024 is going to come in and shake things up and say, we need to go deeper. Is this truly what you want? Is a surface level relationship? Okay. And for those of you that feel like you've been dating, or you've been just hitting the surface of your talents, your creative abilities and skills, you're going to take it a notch further. And maybe that's leaving that job or that position. Maybe it's meeting other people. And that's a big energy, is incoming stuff, right? It's about action, of course, but you're going to see that there's a lot of incoming energy. So you're getting clear about your path in February, and it looks quite exciting. Now, in the month of March, there could be something around research, education. You have the timing card followed by the Page of Swords. Pay attention in March. There could be some gossip. This could be on a global level, collective level. I feel like you're going to see results, but you probably have to put on your thinking cap here. Okay, there's something that it's important for you to research out. So let's say you're looking at vehicles. It may be that You have to research a lot on specific vehicles. The first one is not going to be the one that you buy, right? Same with houses or homes. Same with maybe a career path, a class, something of that nature. It may feel like now's the right time to take action, but I feel it's important to do your due diligence, do your work, do your research here, because you can see that she does have her thinking glasses on, and she has help in the ether. And she's doing a little bit of a happy dance. So I do feel if you've been waiting, let's say you've already been doing the research, maybe even since January here, then this could be the month that, yes, there is results. Okay. But if this is you fresh on your journey in March, I feel like there could be a little bit of, patience required as you start your research or as you get results. But again, if you're further along on this path and you have been maybe doing some certification classes, or if you've been looking into the housing market or real estate, or just, something you've already been putting time into, you could see results in the month of March. Page of Swords here is someone who's ready for a challenge, ready to do the research. They're into facts. They're very curious. That you're going to see them looking into it all here. Someone could have blue eyes as well. I'm also getting education. I get that strong here for a lot of you. March could be significant around education, knowledge, books, again, research, communication as well. Maybe you hear from someone that you haven't heard from quite some time. So in the month of, also, if this is love, this would be a really good month to put yourself out there. If you've wanted to get on maybe a dating app, or if you've wanted to join that group, you could certainly meet someone physically. You may meet someone online, but there is something here with divine timing at play with the Page of Swords. So some sort of message or communication coming in, or maybe this is you delivering it. But I feel good about this month. But just do your research. Trust your intuition as well. All right, April Fools. Interesting. We have the Action and we have the Lovers. So some of you, depending on what we spoke of earlier, if you are currently in a relationship or if there's a situation where it feels surface, this is the month where you take action. And so this could be the month where it's break or make for some of you. Okay, for those of you that are single, you certainly could be taking action towards, an interest, but following your heart, listening to your heart, making choices and decisions that, remember, showed up for you in January. So that's going to be your underlying energy that you take into the year. So I do feel like you're putting your heart into a situation here, even if some sort of action or decision is difficult for you. Okay, so this April could be a very big month for you. And for those, again, if you're single, you're hustling, you're moving, you're energetic, you're taking charge of your love life. The Lovers is Gemini energy, and it's about soul contracts. It's about love. It's pure love here in the highest form. It's partnerships, it's trust, it's harmony. And if that is not happening for whatever reason in your life, you're taking action to eradicate what feels challenging, what feels difficult, what feels surface. So April, it may feel like an April Fool's, especially if you've been single for quite some time, or if there is an unexpected change or shift that comes in last minute. But I feel like you're going to actually move forward. This could be one of those months where there's a timeline jump. Okay, this could be a big month where, in the blink of an eye, it feels like it's over, but you've already met a bunch of new people. There's been a lot of action. There's been a lot of change here. And the highlight is the heart chakra. All right, welcome to May. We have some perspective shifts. And because you've shifted and altered your perception. So for example, maybe you had a perception that you were going to be single forever, or maybe you thought you'd have to be in a relationship because you've been in this relationship or a job for the past 20 years, and a piece of you subconsciously feels like you have to stay. You owe it to them. That's the only job you'll ever get. You have children together, whatever it may be. Something is shifting within you in the month of May. Your perspective is removing some sort of rose-colored lens that you may have had. Okay, and you have the Knight of Inspiration, Knight of Wands, so taking action. And I love how many, passionate energies, passionate wands that we see showing up here for you this year, Scorpio. This is professional guidance for some of you. It's seeing the big picture instead of just seeing the picture through your own objective, lens. I feel like you're seeing the holistic view of a situation, and it's bringing you clarity. And because you then have clarity, which is interesting because it looks like you're having a whole lot of truth bombs this year, a whole lot of truth bombs. What that means is it doesn't have to be bad. It's actually quite good. When we are in true alignment with our soul's journey, with our path, truth is so significant. It's so important. Being truthful with ourselves, truthful with the type of connections that we attract, truthful, just truth. We'd much rather have the truth of a situation so we can move forward accordingly and manifest from that place of heart and truth, right? Instead of maybe a rose-colored lens, or instead of an illusion. Maybe we are staying with someone because we fell in love, excuse me, with the illusion of what could be, right? That's rose-colored lens. It doesn't mean, excuse me, it doesn't mean that, it can't manifest, but chances are if you're falling in love with potential or illusion, it's trickery. It's tricking the mind, right? And so there's something here about you taking action towards the truth. And I feel like you're going to come out in a better position. You're going to come out on top. So the month of June, there could be some burdens. There could be some heaviness with the 10 of Wands that you're laying down, but you have the strength. And when the strength shows up, it means that you have the ability to tame whatever challenges, whatever struggles, whatever burdens, right? You have the ability, you have the courage, you have the bravery to be able to put something to rest, okay? You're stronger than you think you are. I feel for some of you, this could be taking something all the way, right? It could be you wrapping up that class that's been very difficult. It could be you going through a divorce that's been challenging. It could be you finally getting to the end of, a financial cycle that you've been in here, and it's taken a toll on you, right? It's taken a toll, but I feel like you're laying your burdens to rest in June. This is about overcoming obstacles. It's about power. It's about fitness. It is the 8 energy as well. In tarot, strength is 8. And I feel like there's something you've been working really hard on, or there's something you've been carrying. Definitely laying it down here in June, because it's like, I don't want to go in that direction anymore, or I don't want to keep going on this path, this journey. I need to shift. And it looks like you are. And it's almost like energetically things are happening, but then it may take a month after for the physical to kind of catch up. I hope that makes sense. And that could be part of the timeline jump, or it feels at times like March, you're going back to January, or January, it feels like it's then October. So we're going to see a lot of that shift happening. And I see it even as we're discussing, because you're already feeling this energy in, March, in February, but then it may be the physical release in June. Okay. So in July, you have conflict that you can work through. Okay, maybe this is a home and you've struggled with some of the inspections, or you've struggled with the financial piece. The 8 of Pentacles is here to help you. Okay, so this is about finding solutions, overcoming obstacles, maybe overcoming some triggers, some adversity, opposing views, or competition as well. But the 8 of Pentacles says you're going to work on this, right? You're going to put in your best effort. You're going to drive yourself. This is working on maybe self-development, working on a relationship, working on your craft, working on building your dreams. But there could be a couple of roadblocks. And I feel like they're roadblocks. They're not road closures. Okay, that's important for you to remember in the month of July. They are roadblocks, not road closures. So it doesn't mean that you have to completely move in a new direction. It just means that you're going to have to maybe kind of go around, or there could be some delays, or it just feels like you're kind of feeling a little bit stuck at times. But I sense that you're going to get through them actually quite quickly. Remember what I said about taking the knowledge that you've gained in your 7-year 2023? There are going to be some things that show up this month, in the month of July, where you look back and you say, okay, I remember that, right? You may be triggered back to that moment, and you're going to say, I know what to do this time around because I've learned it. I've already been through it here. So that's why it's not a complete roadblock. So in the month of August, you have some choices to make, but don't worry because Spirit's here to help you. You're going to see signs and symbols. So you have the Two of Swords energy. Two of Swords is needing to make a decision. It's at a crossroads here. So maybe the month prior, you've really wanted to purchase this home, and there's been, again, some roadblocks, maybe some challenges with electric or, again, banking, finances, whatever it may be. That's just the example. And this month, you may decide, well, do we want to lower the price of this home? Do we want to offer less or, go to a new financial institution? So I feel like there's going to be some choices. You may feel a little bit stuck because you don't have enough information, or it feels like you don't have enough information. That's why she has the blindfold on there and the Two of Swords. But I do feel like it is a decision that you must make, and it's going to be important to pay attention to the signs and symbols. Spirit is going to give you a clear sign. Be sure to ask, but most importantly, be sure to pay attention, okay? Because spirit communication is coming in here. This could be a choice in love. It could be a choice in career. It could be a choice, where to travel, whatever this may be for you. You're just weighing up some options here, Scorpio. And you're going to see messages through your dreams, through numbers, through songs, coins, feathers, synchronicities. That's what's going to help you, trusting your intuition and trusting that Spirit is showing you exactly what direction is in your highest good, because that's what you're asking. What's in my highest good? Even if it's challenging to make that decision, what's in my highest good? All right, let's take a look at September. Ooh, beautiful. There's some positive news coming in here. She is glowing, Queen of Wands, and there's more wand energy here for you as well. And there's some sort of message, communication. You could receive an email, a text, a letter. There could be a special announcement that you make. Going back, it may be, right? Finally, I've closed on this home, or I'm moving to this area. I've received this job. I'm launching this business. I'm retiring. I'm pregnant. Whatever this may be for you. There's going to be either incoming news or an important announcement that comes from, the Queen of Wands here, which I believe could be you. This Queen of Wands is someone who is very strong, very confident, very creative, artsy, because again, we're seeing a lot of that wand energy here for you this year. And so you're stepping into your boldness, into your power. This is someone who's very attractive. She inspires others to live their best life because she's happy living hers. Regardless of relationship status, she is happy. She's independent. She's successful. She does want her King of Wands, of course, but I feel like you are definitely hitting the ground running. And you see here that there's these pyramids in the background. There's also a beautiful cheetah there as well. So I feel like you have this sense of independence. You have this sense of self-respect, and there's an air of confidence in the way that you hold yourself, Scorpio. And this is quite beautiful. So expect some really beautiful communication to come in for you in September. Now, in the month of October, you have the Queen of Swords followed by the hobby. You're getting a little serious here. You're getting serious about your hobbies, your business, your creative endeavors. You have some clarity as well, and there's a no BS to a situation. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive because sometimes the Queen of Swords, she is a little blunt, right? But she is observant. She's logical. She's rational. So you could be taking a hobby that you have and being logical about it, saying, okay, what do I need to do to maybe monetize or to schedule time to make sure that I fulfill some of these projects that I have. So you may be really using your logical mind, and how beautiful as well, because October is Libra season, and this is, and you as well, Scorpio, Libra and Scorpio, and this is showing up as Libran energy with the Queen of Swords. So it could even be the 1st of October or so until your season, which around October 23rd begins. I feel like it's important that you schedule time about your hobbies or around your hobbies, but there's also something about being realistic. How can you move forward? So maybe it's starting that YouTube channel. Maybe it is, or enhancing it if you already have one. Maybe it is about you mastering your craft. There could be a class that you take here as well. I just feel like you're getting serious about something and it's actually going to be very beneficial. I like the Queen of Swords here. She's ready, she's clear, she's observant, she knows what she wants, and she's going to go for it. And for some of you, there could even be a new class. Again, it could be an event, a music festival. This is about your interests, your projects, and I feel like you're excited about tackling them and you're making a clear, precise plan. Beautiful. All right, let's look at November. November, we have the inner child with the Page of Emotion. This is your month, right? For a lot of you Scorpios, you are born in November. I mean, some of you, of course, October, but for a lot of you, this is a month to have fun and play. I mean, you have double child energy here. Some of you, this is about having fun, right? It's Page of Cups is very joyful, very jubilant, very energetic, excited. Page of Cups is beginning of maybe even a new relationship. It could be an emotional situation that comes in here. You could be having fun. You could meet someone. It could be the beginning of a new relationship. There could be a child's birthday as well. Or this is you celebrating something that really brings you a lot of fun and happiness. This is innocence. This is magic, joy, fun, laughter, and that child within. So I love that both the page and the inner child are coming out together here. I'm also getting, for some of you, there could be news or announcements of children, maybe children arriving if you are pregnant, or if you are, maybe a grandparent, there could be news of a child being born. I also see here imagination. In the month of November, imagination is important. Even though we have the Queen of Swords showing up the month prior, let your imagination flow is what I'm getting around November. Because, and some of you, this is just a little tidbit, a little side piece here. Don't be aware of people throwing childhood tantrums. Okay. Maybe this is globally. Maybe this is, around the world. There could be some tantrums. I feel like it's a small part of the month, but just be aware and make sure that's not you. Or if it is, try to find ways to release some stress, some anger in healthy manners, okay? But I feel the overall energy is very positive, very lighthearted, very happy, very joyful. Maybe even some travel coming in here. Just a lot of play this month. So this looks beautiful for your Scorpio season. And then lastly, December. Wow, you have the moon with ascension. So the moon can be what's hidden. So as you are reviewing 2024 and everything that's occurred, everything that's happened on a subconscious or hidden level, maybe this is about truth, right? The truth is, even if you don't quite see it the way that you thought you would, the truth is here, Scorpio, that your soul has advanced. There's been a lot of personal growth. This is meditative states of awareness, right? This is about you connecting to your higher self, your subconscious beliefs. Some of you don't even realize that you have shifted and altered your perspective. Remember, we see that here in the month of May. And you've taken action on something and you look back and you say, wow, my life is a complete 180. I didn't think I'd ever meet someone and here I am married, right? Or you may look back and say, I never thought I could have children or would be a grandparent, and then boom, here it is. Or I'd never thought I would, right? Never would I ever type of energy, but here you are showing up all strong and stuff, above above the benchmark of maybe where you had thought, or at least at some sort of benchmark. And it's not that you were comparing, but some of you were, in a sense. You were comparing yourselves and saying, well, I thought by the age of 40, I would have A, B, and C, right? Or I thought by this time I'd have this. And I just feel for a lot of you, there's a lot of hidden, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of truths as well. But again, the truth of the matter is things look completely different when you are outside at night under the moon, right? Everything looks different. And even if you can't quite see what the daylight, what the sun brings about, Spirit wants you to know that there's been major personal growth and soul advancements. And a lot of you, this does have to do, I mean, this is your energy as well, watery element anyway, Pisces, but this is about you going deep. And remember what I said in the very beginning of the reading? This is the month, or the year, well, especially the month, that we take things on a deeper level. And Scorpio, you are deep. You are mystical. You are, engulfed in the hidden realms of life, in a sense. And you are all about awareness. You are all about the hidden, the occult, the spiritual. And I feel like you're going to see major transformation. So big energies coming in. Let's take a look at the power months for you. The power months, I definitely get February being a power month because Ace of Wands is grabbing that potential and manifesting it into reality here, because you have this clear picture. You know how to move forward. You have some sort of truth, answers, direction, and I feel very excited around this Ace of Wands where you're chasing your dreams, you're setting goals, you're feeling inspired, and you feel like there's a new sense of purpose because this is a new year to write your next story. So definitely February is a power year. I get that, power month. January, February, March, April. April is going to be a power month for you as well with the action and the lovers. Major Arcana is all about the heart here, love, connections, harmonizing, soulmate energy. And with action, this isn't you just sitting around waiting for something to happen. This is you saying, all right, I'm opening my heart and I'm taking initiative here. And that's where you're going to see the most movement. So beautiful energy in the month of April. All right. I do see another power month for you being, September. Messages with the Queen of Wands, big month energy. They want me to kind of go back, and this is why, because it could be it's almost like a double-edged sword. I'm just going to back it up here to May. You have the perspective with the Knight of Inspiration, Knight of Wands. So if you are able to see things from a higher point of view, if you are able to kind of get out of the one-way thinking or a limiting belief or something of that nature, and it may be that you need professional guidance to help you see things. Maybe it's a soul coach, maybe it's a psychic, a therapist, a shaman, a Reiki practitioner, a doctor, whoever this may be, to kind of help you gain a new perspective. I think that could be beneficial. But they're giving me, if we could stay stuck, right? And a lot of times, because I'm getting a little bit of that Hanged Man energy with the perspective as well, if we are stuck, if we are in that hangman mode, it's for a reason. There is a significant reason for us to stay in that limboed energy, because it's about spiritual enlightenment. And so it almost feels like there's a wash, or there's a balance, or there could be, there's some power month energy, but then it's another deeper month to look into. And that's kind of where we're going to go next after power months. So back to September, power month, messages, communication, spotlight, glow up. This could be being in the public eye. Maybe it's really taking a business, launching it into the universe, and you being noticed, recognized. It's big energy. I like this. And lastly, power month is I feel like your birth month, or Scorpio, November anyway. Not that October isn't significant, it is, but I do feel November is going to be a very exciting month for you as well. Look at all the colors. Red is a primary color that stands out to me along with the yellow. So red is about stability, but it's also the base root chakra, which is actually formed around the ages of 0 to 7. So you may even be really healing some childhood issues or wounding that had happened around that time. It could be that you are celebrating some fun things that maybe you wanted to be, maybe you wanted to do as a child between those ages, right? Maybe you wanted to be a writer, a mom, a parent, a marine biologist, an author, whatever it was for you, right? I feel like you're revisiting something, you're having fun with it. That could be why hobbies is showing up for you in the month prior as well. But this is fun energy, imagination. So definitely a power month in November. Now, months to look a little bit deeper into. So I would say not necessarily challenge months, but what you can overcome, right? Lesson months, as you will. So let's see here. I feel March with the timing and the Page of Swords. Put your thinking cap on. Be logical about making some decisions. I feel like it's research is going to be the name of the game here in March, and expect that there could be some sort of additional documentation, paperwork, or just some time to look over contracts, look over things. Maybe it has to do with taxes or money, finances, home, anything of that nature. So just do your work and I feel like you'll be fine. But there is some extra knowledge that you'll need here this month. Let's see, another month to take a deeper look into. We talked about this perspective already. And then I also feel the strength with June showing up here, the strength and the 10 of Wands. This is a burden that you can lay down, or it's something that you're finally finishing up, wrapping up. But you have the strength on your side. So I'm really not worried about the 10 of Wands because you're going to persevere. You're stronger than maybe you think you are. And I feel like you are definitely going to overcome any obstacles that show up for you. But it could feel like an intense month. All right, lastly here, you do have the conflict with the 8 of materials. So I feel through learning more, through educating yourself, through speaking to a professional, through mastering your craft or working on something that you're not quite familiar with, is going to help you resolve some sort of conflict, okay? Because this can be the card of research and education as well. It can be classes, self-development, things of that nature. So it looks like you are going deep. Like I said, you're going deep this year. I feel okay. I like the energy of August here because you have Spirit's help to make some decisions. So I'm not worried about this at all. And then lastly, I think that's it for months to go a little bit deeper into. I don't think we need to really clarify anything too much here. Actually, we're going to pull one last card, Scorpio. I want to look at the Lovers. Let's look at April's energy with the Lovers. Spirit, can you please tell me about the Lovers and action for Scorpio in the month of April 2024? Oh, and it landed right there, basically. Look at that, the Empress. Okay, if you're not looking to get pregnant, there could be an engagement. There could be a wedding. Okay, this is Empress energy. It's abundance. It's love. It is femininity. It is sexual. It is fertility. Very beautiful energy. It's desire. It's lusty. It's bountiful. So definitely combined with the Lovers, I mean, whew, this could be one of your best months of the year. So I love this energy here for you, especially partnered with the Empress. Your creativity is really on fire. You're going to feel very sexy, very maternal as well. You could even use some of that Kundalini energy to manifest into creative projects that are really quite beautiful. I love this for you. That is what I have for your overview, Scorpio, for 2024. Exciting year ahead. A lot of wands. So wands represent inspiration, spirit, creativity, passion, career, spiritual forces when it comes to your projects, your love. And you're starting out with basically the wands with the heart's desire here as well. Even though that can be cups, that can be watery elements of you. But you're also learning to be patient with yourself and trust in divine timing in 2024. So that is what I have for you. If it resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. I would love to hear, Scorpio, what month are you looking most forward to? Which month really jumped out at you as a power month, or maybe a month to look further into? I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comment section below. Thank you again for tuning in, Scorpio. Lots of love.